Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I'm so happy to be with you back in the saddle, as it were, tonight for my regular Facebook Live. Last week, I was in the throes of my 4-day weekend retreat. I do these a couple of times a year. And I was right in the middle, and I totally missed my reminders and everything. Didn't even know what day of the week it was. Didn't realize I'd missed my Facebook Live. And people started reaching out to me and saying, Candy, are you okay? And I thought, why are they asking me if I'm okay? And then I realized. So it's good to be back with you. I did end up doing just a quick little event tour, and those are always fun. And I typically do that anyway during my retreats, but I just kind of missed it. And I had full intentions to do a tour and some stamping with you. And like I said, things just got away from me. So, hey, Lena. Hi, stranger indeed. I got to spend the weekend with Lena, but she is usually in my studio during the week, and she has not been here this week. So, other things going on. So I could not do what I do without my helpers, and Lena is an integral part of my studio staff. So let me make sure I am posting live. Oh yes, there I am. Okay, we're gonna do thank you for sharing, Corinne, and welcome. Hey Laura, welcome, and happy Thursday to you. Hey Kathy, I'm so glad to see you. And Kim, thank you for sharing. So what I want to do tonight is kind of a new catalog, I guess an unboxing you could call it. There's a lot of new products that are dropping on March the 4th, and you can get them now in a starter kit, but I just wanted to share them with you because I don't know about you, but I do better. I used to kind of do things where new products would come in, I just put them on the shelf and then go through them, but I'm kind of doing things differently, and I need to process. There's so much new information and new products coming out, and I need to process them. So I figured you might be a little bit like I am. So I thought I would do a proper tour. So I'm going to go through all the papers. I did release a product share I'm doing earlier today, and I will go over that with you, but I wanted you to see all the papers and see at least the things that I've purchased. So this is actually part of a bundle. This is the stamp set that I'm using for my product shares and craft along. Hey Linda, I'm glad you made it right here live with me tonight. This is actually part of a bundle. Now, I have not even opened this part of the bundle, so there's 3 mini punches. And I opted not to use these for my projects for craft along. So I need to work with these a little bit. They're all kind of slot punches and different things for running ribbons through. We have not had a 1/8 inch punch in a long time, and I can tell you I use that. I have an old one, so I'm happy about that. This is, to me, a ribbon slot punch, although you could put a piece of cardstock through both of these. I'm going to be playing with this, and I haven't yet, so I didn't want to use it on my projects for craft along. So tags of thanks, although it's called tags of thanks, and then you can make your tags with the little, doohickeys on top. To me, I'm looking for greetings that have a lot of versatility, and all of these are not just thank you. They're, you're awesome kind of greetings. And I really like the boldness of them. I always like mixed fonts, but I really like the boldness. And it kind of looks like you hand wrote it. So that is something I'm going to really enjoy. Now, this is Thankful Garden. This is one of those where you have dies and you have decorative masks and you have stamps. Now, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. These are photopolymer, and look at the size. See, it's giving you a photo on the front, but look at the size of these stamps. These big hydrangeas and dogwoods, I'm super excited about that. And again, these big greetings. So, well, it won't, yeah, never mind. With love, and I can already tell you, those of you who are part of my stamp club, this is what we're going to be using in April. So I've already got March. Yeah, March is what that's what, no? Yeah, I get mixed up because I go through the 12th of March. So I'm using Everyday Arches, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But this is what I'm going to be doing in April. Now let me show you the rest of this suite because this is one of the new papers, and it is a part of this suite. Let me get them all. This set of papers is really gorgeous. Now I'm assuming, maybe we'll just learn together. I'm assuming some of the dies cut some of these papers out. That's normally the way that goes. So let's just open this together. Love, love, love these colors. I mean, they are just scrummy. Hey, Crystal, I'm glad you're here. Welcome, Susan and Estella. So I see some ladies here who are at my weekend retreat. So let's just look. Oh, okay. Now that is a gorgeous, big, big hydrangea. Let's see if any of these are going to cut out. So let's go through the paper real quick, and then we'll figure out. I love this back. So because you see how that, you need, when you have this bold a print, you kind of need this in the background to help offset it. And then we have some little tiny, this is crushed curry, I believe is the yellow in this. And I can't tell exactly. I think those are tiny roses, but I'm not sure. And then the back side, look at this. The back of this piece is this little black and white, really delicate pattern. And I love these because, again, you can offset like this, or you can color these in. So I do like that. Now this is, this piece here is the dogwoods, and I used this as a focal piece of one of my make and takes, as it were, projects for my craft along. And this is the back. And again, you have that black and white. It really helps pick up the black in these. And I oftentimes think that when you have a lot of color, black helps ground everything. This piece is one of my favorites. Love, love that silhouette pattern. And then this is the other side of that one in fresh freesia. And look at that sweet background. I mean, you can see how these are just going together so nicely. Okay, now this to me looks like it's going to maybe, let's see if I can get this die off when they're brand new. They're really, really stuck down, and this is only a portion of the piece of paper. No, maybe it doesn't. Maybe these don't. I think you're going to have to stamp and die cut for these, which will be super fun. So again, this is part of these are elements of the Thankful Garden suite. I believe that these little embellishments are part of that too. So let me get to that. So there is another big pattern, and then the back of that is this really fun grid. And you wouldn't think, that to me looks a little funky because the lines aren't straight, but it really goes nicely with this more traditional floral. So I think it keeps it fresh and it keeps it young and trendy. Again, more of the dogwood. Love, love, love. And then last but not least, the back of that, again, you've got this black and white pattern. So I think there's some unexpected elements to this. Now, the other products that go with this is this skinny velvet fresh freesia ribbon. I really like this. So I like velvet ribbon, but a lot of times it's wide and it's hard to use. So this is thin. It's going to be easy to use. And then this is the other part of the suite. And these are really shiny sequins. They are self-adhesive, but they have like a little starburst. Now, without giving too much away, let's see. I was going to show you some of the projects. Oh yeah, over here. So these are the projects we're making with my craft along. And one of the things I did was I stacked. I love to stack embellishments. So we did a little bit of that. And you see this is a peekaboo. So you have the front and the back of the designer paper that we can see. So that is that suite. That is going to be a lot of fun to work with. And I can't wait to, I've made 2 projects with it, but I didn't use the stamps because I was just showcasing the papers for now. So that whole suite I'm in love with. No surprise there. Hydrangeas, one of my favorite all-time favorite flowers. So what's not to love there? Now, shall we go on to more paper? Yeah, let me do a little bit of here and then we'll go on to more paper. Okay, Pattern of Friendship. This one's really interesting. So really fun. I almost did this one for my craft along. I couldn't decide between these two stamp sets for my craft along, but in the end I went with this one. Just for the projects I was going to be using, I thought it would be a little bit more versatile. This is super cute. Interestingly enough, now this one, it is a photopolymer. Interestingly enough, you can get it just as a stamp set, or you can get it with as a bundle. And yes, Lena's laughing about preparing for the craft along. She's part of my prep team. And yes, we get to do all that die cutting for you guys. Or actually, Lena gets to do it. This is a really interesting die, and this is part of, so this is one of those, and it just gives the impression, but it's really deep, like stitched pattern. And I love the fact that it's all lines because you can use a small piece, large piece, whatever. Interestingly enough, they have paired it with this. So the bundle price is 10% off. That's always going to be a good deal. So that is Pattern of Friendship. And like I said, what I've been doing is kind of going through these one by one and kind of processing them, figuring out, getting the stamps mounted and everything. So for me, and I'll show you on this one, what I like to do on my photopolymer stamps, because this drives me crazy. So what I do is I peel this part off and I use that, but then I stick all of these down like so. And then I can just grab them when I'm ready to go. And then it's a lot quicker. I'm a quick and easy girl. And I also am usually in a hurry. It's just kind of the way my brain rolls. And so I just want to be able to grab it and go. I don't want to have to be, messing with paper and all of that kind of stuff. So this is the way I like to do mine. They're ready to go. And then I will take this extra thick piece of acetate, and you see it won't stick as well. It sticks somewhat, but not as well. So I just tuck that behind here. You could actually, if you wanted to use that to craft with, you definitely could. Now, where did that little piece just go? Ah, there it is. And that one goes there. And that keeps it from sticking to the other side of the case. So, okay, so Kathy says she does hers the same way. Yeah. So I go through now, I've been going through, and I actually had a bunch to do before I went to my retreat, because at my retreat, I take my newest, current, what you can purchase, stamp sets and dies and things, and some of them I had not mounted yet because I hadn't even used them yet. So I was processing all of that before retreat, and then some of this stuff came, I think, while I was gone. Now, this is a standalone stamp set, and it is just stinking cute. So this is probably going to end up being an online class. These little squirrels are adorable. And you might think, well, this is more for kids. No, I think I would be tickled pink if I got a card made from this. So this is a cling rubber stamp. So you see I'm going to have to go through and mount all of these. And that's just part of, processing new products. Now this, believe it or not, there are some samples in the online store once it releases that are drop dead gorgeous using this. Hang on one second. I'm yakking so much I needed a little wet for my whistle. And, I love this because this can be for any season of the year. I think this is going to be a really good stamp set for techniques, and it is photopolymer. I think it's like $18. It's just a really good buy. Now this is just so pretty. I know. I love flowers. I make no apologies for loving flowers. I like funky stamps. I like flower stamps. I like critter stamps. I like a lot of what Stampin' Up does. So, but I do love the greetings on this. You are remarkable in every single way. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most, and friends are flowers. In the Garden of Life, I do love that little tiny bee. You got a couple of little, well, that goes in the center of that flower. This is kind of a little, this one and the spots here, just kind of fun things to use. Again, look at how large the stamps are. They can only get so much on here and get all the information they need, but look at that nice big flower. And even the greetings are much larger than you would think when you're just looking at the stamp in its case. Okay, let's look at a few more of the papers. So this is part of a mega suite, and I know that this one is called Woven Textures, and this is Botanical Textures. There are stamps and dies that go with it. Believe it or not, I got a lot of stamps, a lot of dies. I did not get the ones that go with this. So there is method in my madness, but let me just show you. So this is the paper share again. And what I love about this, I would use this just as is, but look at the other side, definitely on the funky side. So you got very traditional, you got really funky. So I like that. These are good backgrounds. And then now we have the white version here of the black version, you know, the same pattern. And then a really like smoosh funky background. And then this one on my craft along, we're going to actually color in some of these leaves. I love doing that on black and white patterns. And then the other side, oh, I think that was the other side of that one. Somehow these got mixed up, but it doesn't matter. This one's really cool. This reminds me of pressed flowers, pressed leaves. I used to do that with my kids a lot when they were growing up. And then we have this one. So again, this one's called Botanical Textures. And this will come out on March the 4th. Hey, Marlene, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Lisa. And this one, this gray with the spatters, definitely, you know, urban funk is what that makes me think of with regard. Now, this is much more traditional. And then this almost looks like flower centers or just scribbles. So yeah, you've got some modern and some funky and some classic all rolled into one. Now, these cards here, this is what we're doing on the craft along. So I paired both of them with yellows. I did this one with lemon lolly, and this one with daffodil delight. And this is what I mean. We're going to color some of those in. So just to give you some different ideas of how to use that black and white. And then I kept feeling like when I was writing my email today, I was like, but wait, there's more. It is one of those situations, as it were. So this one is called Woven Textures. Now, this is a little different because there's only three, you get 3 sheets of 4 patterns. Typically, in our designer series paper, you get 2 each of 6 patterns. This one, you get 3 each of 4 patterns. So this is front and back. This is front and back, and all of these, obviously very neutral. So I think the colors in this are pecan pie, crumb cake, basic beige, and gray granite, which is our warm gray. Now these are just going to be a lot of fun to work with and really good for masculine, but also just good background pattern papers. I think this would be really nice for working with anything to do with nature. And so this one is also part of my craft along and product shares. And I will show you what I did on those. So this one is definitely more on the masculine side. And then this one is more on the feminine side because they're super versatile papers. Now, this set of papers, now we will go stamp sets next again. I'm mixing it up a little bit. This I couldn't resist because it's just, there's so many cute stamps on this. And I think I got this, I think this is a brand new. I'm pretty sure this is pre-order. Yeah. You have, I love that you have the pet, the cat, you have the, and the dog and the plant. I mean, you have, you can be a plant mom, you can be a cat mom, you can be, a dog grandma, so many different things in here. So I think these are going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, a great lead up to Mother's Day, but I think it's just going to be super cute. I think you could pair this with any kind of a sympathy. So with sympathy to a dog mom, for somebody who's lost a pet, those are very difficult times. And I love that you have this little tiny plant here and this little floral here. And yeah, this is just going to be a lot of fun to work with. These are photopolymer stamps. And again, look how large. I love larger words on my projects. And even look at the cat. Now you get just a dog head. You get a full-on cat and a super cute paw. Now you only get one paw. I was talking with Susan that's on here tonight with me. She lives in Del Rio, and she was at my retreat, and we were talking about the dog paw and the cat paw. There's a slight difference, and there is a kit collection stamp set that has both. So this is going to be super fun to play with. Let's see what else I've got in here. Anybody want to come play stamps with me? Oh, let's see. Here, this goes with this. So this is Peekaboo Forest, and this is going to be so much fun. Look at that big tree, and just look at who can peep out from that tree. I tell you what, I would have gotten this for the woodpecker if nothing else. I'm so excited about that woodpecker. I'm a bit of a bird watcher, and I'm so pleased to see him. Now, the dies, let's see. So this has to be officially, when I go to title this, I'm definitely going to call it an unboxing, because that's essentially what this is. Okay, let's look at the dies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this tree die has the hole already in it. Then you can make more. And then each of the animals you can cut out. This, I think, is going to be like a hedge. Can you see that? Okay, so that's going to be fun. I have to get a magnet sheet and everything for that. That's the way I like to store mine. Super, super fun. Again, you might think this is for grandkids or kids. I'm thinking it's for anybody who needs to smile. I can't wait to dig into that. Now, this is one of those I couldn't resist. Caring stamp sets. It's okay. It's enough if all you did today was survive. What can I do to help? Take your time. I'm here when you're ready. It's okay to try again tomorrow. Inhale, exhale. It's okay to sit and simply feel how you feel with a butterfly and a leaf, a little leaflet, and some little dots. So this is a cling rubber stamp, and I love it. Corinne, you needed a stamp that said sister just before pre-order started. Okay, so you got this one and the man one. All right. Now, let's see what else I've got in my bag of tricks here. Now, this one is a standalone, but because I think this other one I have with the paper, I think there's another stamp set and set of dies that goes with this, but I'm going to put them together here for these purposes because I may be wrong. Don't quote me. But this is super cute. Of course, every school teacher is going to want this, and everybody who has a kid in school is going to want this to make cute cards for your teachers. But this is also going to be great. It's just you can get teacher appreciation and graduation in one stamp set. I like the thank you for teachers. I also like the thank you, I don't know, when I was graduating and getting gifts and things, I wrote thank you notes. So those are going to be fun. Because it's photopolymer, of course, you can make stacks of books. Now, I think this paper goes with that, but like I said, don't quote me. This paper is fun. And this is a different, this goes with something different because this is part of the on the go, something like that. I think it's a travel one, but love, love, love the use of Shy Shamrock in this. Lots of Shy Shamrock, pumpkin pie. Yes, that is strawberry slush. This is a returning in color. I love it when they do that. So this kind of, strawberry slush, that's the color. It was an in color many years ago, and now it is coming back. And I'm super excited. Now these are like the little place markers on a map, but they have little hearts. Heart, circle, heart, circle. Super cute. Now this one, I think would make a great scrapbook page. You could also cut those little guys out. And then the other side is the one I really like. I tend to like map prints. I think they are very useful. This one I used on, I love, love, love that one with the keys. I love the fact that you have kind of antique old-fashioned keys, and then you have modern keys and everything in between. That is a great background. This one is part of a large piece that I think you can like make card fronts with that, but I can't even remember. And then the other side is that strawberry slush. Now, this has coordinating twine, and with my shares and craft along, you're getting the whole set of twine. Dividing this twine up is just kind of crazy, and I know I wouldn't want to have to fish it out of a bag. So these are the projects I came up with for this set of papers. So what I'm doing is there's 4 new papers, and each one will come to you packaged like this. So I put them in a 6x6 bag that has a resealable top. But I leave the seal off because if you want to seal it, you can. You don't have to. And then I put the name of the paper and the item number so that if you wanted to order it again, you could. So Corinne, this paper goes with the tag dies and the keys. Thank you. Now, so these are the 4 papers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 with color and 2 that are all neutral, which I think is interesting. But you do get the full set of twines, and then you get 2.5 yards of the velvet ribbon, 2.5 of this white ribbon, which I really love. And I'm actually using in club as well. And then you get 1/4 of a pack of these, and these, yeah, you can see I haven't really chewed them up. I've been using them a lot. Oh, now let me show you. I have another bundle over here that I've been making swaps with, and let me show you. I'm super excited about it, and I love scenes. I love this kind of artwork where it's like a pen and ink drawing, and you can use it just as is. You can add color or not. This is going to have a lot of fun, but wait till you see the dies. We haven't had oval dies in several years. Strawberry Slush, Corinne, I think it's at least about maybe 7 years going back. It's been a while, maybe 8 or 9. I was talking to one of my assistants, and I think she said she's been a demonstrator 8 years, and Strawberry Slush was going out just as she was coming in. So it's been a while. I'm super excited about these and this. So let me show you. This is the swap that I made for something I'm participating in. And I had another swap too, and I can't even remember what it was now. So I paired this. This is actually the Country Woods Designer Series paper in the annual catalog. This is the gold mesh ribbon that's in the spring catalog. Oh, one of my dots came off. Whew, I need to find that. I wanted to show you, because we were running out of dots, that whether you use the pecan pie ones or whether you use the basic beige gives a slightly different look, but I think those dots are going to be enormously, enormously popular. So that is this, and you can see how it cuts that out. Now, I didn't keep, but you obviously have a piece around here that you could make a frame with, and then, yeah, you can do all kinds of fun things with that. So that is framed scenes. I love this one in the tree house. Super fun. I did the lighthouse. I love lighthouses. And to me, it doesn't have any greetings with it. It has to make sense. So I did You Brighten My Day, because the lighthouse brings light. And this scene right here and this scene right here, I think will both make beautiful sympathy cards. I love a bridge on a sympathy card, kind of showing, you know, the bridge from one realm to the next. And I also love this road for the same thing. You're going down the road to the next realm. So I think this is going to be super for masculine, for feminine, for anybody. I think you could even use this maybe for a holiday card. Now, I had something else to show you. Let's see. What else have I got up my sleeve tonight? This is the way your project kits come if you're doing the craft along. So they're individual cellos and they'll be clipped together, and you'll have a label up here with a QR code, and then that comes to you by email as well. So, but wait, there's more. Okay, let me show you a little bit about Club, because that also has a pre-order item in here. If I can find the stamp set. Oh, I know where they are, because we were just using them over here for prep. So, Everyday Arches is brand new. Well, I say brand new. It's like, I don't know, a month or two old. This has been in the online exclusives. Hang on, let me look at the comments here. The frame in this set is the perfect size. Oh, for the suitcase box. Good to know, Corinne. Thank you. And yes, Lena is absolutely right. That is going to be great for scrapbooking. Everyday Arches is an online exclusive, and I chose it for my Stamp Club this month. And Stamp Club is open for registration, and you can register as a subscriber or as a single kit, and that is through March the 12th. And then kits get shipped out by the 17th of the 20th. I aim to get them out by the 17th of every month, but I give myself until the 20th, and I let my people know that, because sometimes if the 17th falls like on a Sunday, or if there is a product delay because of things have been on unavailable status or something like that. So my absolute deadline is the 20th, but I do endeavor to get it out the 17th, and I usually do. So these dies are absolute must-have, the Everyday Arches dies. But I'm like, why not just go ahead and get the stamps as well? Because they work with the arches, and then you have some kind of general stamps as well. Then next month, or in March, I guess we're pretty near that, on the 4th, this is another one of the new online exclusives. So this Arched Wishes coordinates with these arches. So I love it when Stampin' Up! Gives us a second set of stamps. And yeah, the dies with the multiple sizes, you're right, Jolene, these are like the bomb. Look at how tight. So you can get really tight layers. And these small ones, you can use them all. And they're large enough also to use for your scrapbook pages, which I love. And I think, honestly, my guess is that this particular stamp set is designed for stamping on your scrapbook pages, because look at the size of the stamps. I don't remember having this size, especially for words, in a long time, and I'm really happy about it. So let me show you the projects real quick, and I'll show you. So what I did is I did an add-on class with the Arched Wishes. So Club is always 8 projects, 2 each of 4 designs, but they're pretty different. So I do them in pairs because this is the same layout, even though it's totally different cards. So this is my fun fold for the month, because I always do at least one set of fun folds. Look at the paper. Now, this paper is part of the Everyday Arches suite, and I think it is absolutely scrummy. I love it. I'm just, and then some of them, like this is definitely a seam. This is probably a seam, but to me it just looks like a little background. I love it. So that's one set. Now this set here, you'll see, is much more similar. But I like, once you have a good layout, I like to show you different ways to use it. And so in this particular Club package, you get a set of these butterflies. They're super fun to use. So I add a little bit of color here, quite a bit of color here. These, I love how if you don't add color to the body, it makes it pop. Lots of fun things. And these gems are also part of this suite. So here is You Are a Ray of Sunshine, and You Are a Ray of Sunshine. So yeah. And that is the, let's see, I used the inside here over here. So nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. And I did take this arch and run it through the embossing folder that you can get with Celebration. So these are super fun. This is actually, you get a little, I'm going to give you a little piece of this ribbon. This is actually the ribbon from Celebration. And I'm going to give you like a yard. I did dye it on this one with my blends marker. And I just love having that versatility with the seam binding ribbon in particular. You can do it with other ribbons, but the seam binding really works well. Kathy, I'm so glad you love my cards, and Corinne. And then last but not least, this is my jumbo arch. And here again is where I'm using a little bit of that ribbon. And here I used the butterfly just naked. It's all white. So these are super fun. Now I'm taking, one of the reasons I'm using this as an add-on is because it's using the same set of dies. But I'm using these gems, which you get with this packet. So you get a half packet of the paper, you get a yard of this ribbon, and you get these gems and a package of the butterflies with your club kit. So then if you want, oh, I have it right here, duh. So these, if you haven't seen, I should do, if you haven't seen these papers, they are really, really beautiful. So I love that you have this definite seam, but there's the back where it's kind of brush strokes in peach pie. I love the use of peach pie in this. And again, this one is kind of clouds, kind of not. I think it's a little bit of modern funk on that. And then the other side is this nighttime sky with all those little tiny stars. This one I ended up using, and to me, that's like abstract art. I love it. And then the other side is this deep Cajun craze stripe, this very subtle. And then this one is definitely clouds, so pretty and soft. And then the other side is my favorite, petal pink, with just a little bit of pretty and pink shot through there, and little tiny, tiny birds in there. Definite clouds. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't those blues gorgeous? Again, being set off with my favorite petal pink and a little bit of fresh freesia in there. And then the back side is this beautiful, look at that brush strokes. It looks like a blue canvas. And then this one I love. I used this one for my projects with the, again, it's clouds and it's sky, but it's kind of really rich, deep hues that you wouldn't find in nature. And then the other side is this Blackberry Bliss sky, so pretty with those teeny tiny stars. Definite classic clouds. I mean, you could use that on a great scrapbook page. You could do that a lot with that. And then the other side is, again, this background with teeny tiny birds. Or they could just be, if you look closely, they're birds, but they could just be little somethings. And then here we have some more clouds, but more in a modern look with a little bit of pretty and pink for this sweet background that's kind of got this shading here and just a faint stripe. Another cloud. So in case you, oh, somehow I got a double in there. Did I get a double in there? No. This got a different back. There we go. And this is one of my favorites. Oh, I love, love, love that. To me, that's very much like a modern look of either looking out a window of an airplane at sunset or standing on a beach at sunset. Love the artwork on it. And then again, you have this background piece with Moody Mauve. So there's so many colors in this paper. That's why I just had to use it. This is another one of my favorites, and I think this could, again, be a beautiful sympathy card. I've just had to make a lot of sympathy cards recently, so I don't know. And then here we have Misty Moonlight with just a soft, subtle stripe. And then look at that nighttime sky. Is that gorgeous or what? Okay, so Corinne, you used one of the clouds on a sympathy card. Yeah, I think clouds are great on sympathy cards. And then here is another one of these kind of nighttime sky with little tiny stars, but I think it's open for interpretation. I think you could use that paper in a lot of different ways. So that is Club. Now here's the add-on class. I think the add-on class I had a lot of fun with. So there, and here we go. So let's see, I got all in my little cello bag. So in Club, you get a half package of these two-ton sparkle gems, I think is the name. You get a full package of these butterflies. You get that paper. And then you're going to get a yard of this ribbon here from Celebration. Now, for the add-on, and I have my envelopes in here. For Club, you always get your envelopes. So your cards are all packed in envelopes. So that you can clearly see what goes where. Now for this one, I'm giving you a half pack of this Ombre Glimmer Designer Series paper. It's really fun. So if you can see, it goes pale down to deep, and you get 2 sheets that are Coastal Cabana, 2 sheets that are Lemon Lime Twist. Hello. That is one of my favorite colors. Not all-time favorite, that's Petal Pink, but I do love Lemon Lime Twist. I love to wear Lemon Lime Twist. I love every shade of lime green ever created. And then this is gorgeous. So this is Fresh Freesia, but it kind of goes down into Highland Heather, and then it goes up into Petal Pink. So you get a half a package of that. That's going to be super fun to play with. And let me show you the card. So then you get that. You do get a roll of this new ribbon here. This is that white. I call it white texture, but I think it's just called white 3/8 inch ribbon or something. But it's got a texture to it. So then you're going to make 2 each of these 3 cards. You do need the stamp set for this. You can add it on. You may already have purchased it if you're a demonstrator. And you see how, and all of these arches are cut out for you. So you're going to stamp and assemble. And then you get the PDF tutorials for all of this. So again, seeing these, it's just, look at that huge stamp set. So lots of new things to show you, and I felt like it just deserved its own unboxing Facebook Live. So make sure that you are signed up. This is Candy's Card Club for March, and this will go out on March the 17th. The 12th is the last day that you can sign up. If you go to bit.ly Candy's Card Club, it will give you both of these options. The subscription is a better deal because it's cheaper. You can unsubscribe at any time. But whatever day you subscribe, like if you subscribe on the 1st, then your card is charged on the 1st each month. It's the easy button, you don't forget. Part of the reason I started that was this was originally my Cards with a Twist class, and I would have people message me and say, Candy, I forgot to sign up. Do you have any kits left? So I started it as a subscription, and that is how Candy's Card Club was born. Chrissy is saying that it has not been a good day. I'm very sorry to hear that, Chrissy. I'll message you when we're done here and see what's going on. Sorry to hear that. Again, we have Paper Share and Craft Along, or actually Product Share and Craft Along coming up, and Card Club coming up. This we are doing on the last Thursday in March. So I can't even order this stuff until March the 4th. I think registration is up through the 8th if I'm not. And then in between there, I go away to Raleigh for the Stampin' Up convention. And then I come home and we will be working on packaging up, because I have to split all of these up and package and label them like this. And I have to get the project packets all ready for you and in the mail a little over a week before the event, so that you have it, because before we get together and craft along together, you're going to want to cut your paper to fit your projects. Now, if you're unable to join me on that last Thursday, it's all recorded and you can watch it later. But 7 o'clock p.m. works in my time zone, works for most people, because on the West Coast, it's 5 o'clock, and on the East Coast, it's 8 o'clock, and then Mountain Time is in between there. So I think it tends to work for most people. And I will just tell you, we're doing 8 projects. I try to keep this at 30 minutes to an hour. That one's probably going to be an hour and a half. I don't think I can demonstrate all 8 cards in an hour. Maybe I can. We'll see. So that is it for tonight. Make sure you are signed up for Candy's Card Club. And I will put the link on the description here for the product share. I hope you can join me for both. That is it for Thursday night stamping, the last Thursday night of February. Don't forget, tomorrow is the last day of celebration. And if you are not already part of a demonstrator team, I want you with me, because you're going to love the discount and you're going to love my team, and you need to be part of this. So I may jump on and do a little quick Facebook Live tomorrow, kind of a celebration roundup. We will see whether I can make that happen. Tomorrow is Friday. That's my date day with my hubs. We go out to lunch on Fridays. And last week I was otherwise engaged. So yeah, we're going out somewhere fun. Getting all gussied up. That's what we do on Fridays. And I've got work on either side of that. So I might just jump on and do just kind of an impromptu Facebook Live. I'll give you a little bit of notice. And if you're able to join me, great. That is it for tonight. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.